Good morning, Bala. Good morning and welcome to the IPL again.
Good morning, Raj.
1 year, not 1 year, one IPL from, we started at the 2020 IPL. Now we are at the 2021 IPL. So Bits and Banter is 1 year old, but not really 1 year old. So which is weird.
Technically not 1 year.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, that is
But the
because
14th
IPL, yeah.
edition of IPL is around
Yes.
us. So we'll get cracking with the most successful team in the IPL history, Mumbai
But we
Indians.
just spoke about CSK. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mumbai Indians. So what do we speak about Mumbai Indians? They seem to have all their bases covered. Everything is working very well. I think the most important point in Mumbai Indians today is that we finally have a Tendulkar in Mumbai Indians. Right?
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense, after a gap.
After a gap, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but then we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that later, I guess.
You talked about everything going right for Mumbai Indians. Perhaps that is the right time for one gent called Murphy to strike. When everything is going right, something will go wrong then.
Correct. I don't know whether Murphy, which side of the field he will show up. No, that is the problem.
You never know.
So, you never know. So, see, Mumbai Indians have made very little changes. I think. What was the big buy this time for them, Mumbai Indians? I can't remember any huge investment they made in that mini auction, right?
Yeah, they brought in Jimmy Neesham.
Yeah.
From Punjab.
Yeah.
And they bought Piyush Chawla of all people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't ask me. Piyush Chawla from Chennai Super Kings. Of course, you talked of Arjun Tendulkar.
And Adam Milne, the New Zealand fast.
Adam Milne, of course, yeah. And Nathan Coulter was there.
So he was there.
Adam Milne. Yeah.
So
and
these were the additions. These were the additions. So there were some smaller names. I think Yaduvir Singh was one. So he's a quick.
Udbir Charak.
Yes.
Marco Jansen.
Marco Jansen was one. He's again a youngster from South Africa. So there are a few smaller names. But in my mind, at least the big names, these were the ones who came. Dhaval Kulkarni, I think, came back to Mumbai, right? Or was he there last year? I can't remember.
Last year, he was there. See, Dhaval Kulkarni,
he's a veteran, right?
Veteran, and not just a veteran. He has played at least a single match in every edition of IPL, starting from its inaugural one.
Yeah. So that is a fantastic record. Yeah. So I'm sure Mumbai will consider that and give him at least one game. Yeah. So, but my question is, Bala, my simple question is that what do you change in this? I mean, the team.
See, first, I think one of the changes in the first match, they are playing the first match against in Chennai, right? So the entire tournament of bulk of their matches they will be in Chennai. So they'll have a lot of spinning wickets, or at least dry, slow wickets. In the first match, they have one forced change. They may have to play in Chris Lynn, Raj. I mean, who didn't get a match. I mean, we discussed it before going on. He didn't get a single match in the last edition. They might be forced to play him up the order because they may not have the services of Quinton de Kock in the first couple of matches. De Kock has to fly in from South Africa and it takes time. So yes, de Kock is certainly not available for the first couple of matches. So Chris Lynn may be available at the top of the order. So one of the changes that I expect, that's a forced change. And if he clicks, I don't know what happens.
But then if he clicks, so they see the advantage they have is if Quinton de Kock is not there, you have Ishan Kishan right available next to you, right? And Ishan Kishan is on a high now.
Yeah, Ishan Kishan is anyway going to be there because he's going to be a wicketkeeper since de Kock is not going to be there.
Yeah. So last year, if you remember, Ishan Kishan didn't play too many matches. He did wonderfully well in the matches he played. But because de Kock was there, this guy, I mean, I think he probably went and begged the management to sort of make him wicketkeeper once in a while at least. So if you remember.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he used this phrase, embarrassment of riches for Mumbai Indians, and that is what is going to happen in this year also. They are certainly a cinch for the playoffs. And what happens on that given day, it's a different story. But see, when you have a top batting lineup of Rohit Sharma, Chris Lynn or Quinton de Kock, Ishan Kishan, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik, Krunal, Kairan.
Half the Indian team is there here.
Half the Indian team and the international team, Pollard and others.
Yeah.
What else can you say? And when you talk of bowling, you have Trent Bolt, you have
Bumrah.
Our Jasprit Bumrah. I mean, what do you do with such an attack? You have Rahul Chahar. See, everybody is an international.
Yeah. So my only question is,
whether. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, my only question is, see, there is a guy called Anukul Roy who came in last time and took some brilliant catches, if you remember. Right, he's a
Some kind
left-handed.
of a
Uh,
Raja Jadeja light.
yeah,
Terrific fielder. He is from the under 19 team and exciting prospect. Raj Anukul Roy is
he's
an
a
exciting
left
prospect.
arm. See, now the two areas where Mumbai doesn't seem to really take cognizance of. I'll put it that way, because I don't think they really bother about what type of bowler you are, like some other teams do. So I mean, you don't have an off spinner of repute in the team. Somebody who's a genuine off spinner. I can't see. And
Yeah, you are
Anukul
right.
Roy
But
is the left
only
arm spinner.
left arm spinner, the off spinner.
And you have
They felt a
Krunal
need
also.
for an off spinner so much so they played out of the blue Jayant Yadav in one of the matches in 2020.
Yeah.
The edition.
Yeah.
Against
The same,
Delhi Capitals.
yeah, the same Jayant Yadav is lurking around there, but I don't know whether he'll get to play again. So,
Yeah.
so this is the weird thing with Mumbai. So playing 11, starting 11, I'll tell you my starting 11. You can sort of, now, like you said, Quinton de Kock is not there. So if he's not there, Lin comes in. You have Rohit Sharma,
Okay.
of course, opening the batting.
Yeah.
Immediately after that, Ishan Kishan and
Sky.
Suryakumar Yadav. Sky
Okay.
and Ishan, whichever way they bat.
Okay.
So I think, I don't know how many of the teams, this is one thing we'll keep note of, how many of the teams go with the left-right combination, which has suddenly become very popular.
True.
So in CSK also it is there, if you remember. So then you have the Hardik, when you have the big hitters, Kieron Pollard and Hardik Pandya, followed by Krunal Pandya. It will be one of Coulter Nile or Adam Milne, depending upon where they are playing. So there is a possibility that Coulter Nile will play because it is Chennai. The wickets might suit him.
Exactly.
Then Trent Bolt and Jasprit Bumrah, and one of Rahul Chahar and Piyush Chawla. Piyush Chawla, I'll leave it to you.
No, sorry, man. I'm not. See, it gave me nightmares last time around. I don't want to get anywhere near him. I'll certainly play Rahul Chahar. I mean, he is an youngster, and it is only fair that you play him.
Yeah, the only problem
with
Rahul
Chahar, I'll go to Anukul Roy.
Yeah, I would love to see Anukul Roy play this time. That is one of the things I would sort of reinforce here. The only problem I have with Rahul Chahar is I never figured out why he goes round the wicket and bowls those leg spin. Like a left arm bowler. I mean, it goes between the umpire and the
you also have a problem with the way he rushes into the bowling crease.
No, that was more. I mean, Rahul Chahar is not that much. It was more with this guy.
Ravi Bishnoi.
Rahul Chahar is still fine. Ravi Bishnoi is the one who rushes in, like he thinks he's Anil Kumble's next edition, which is why the Anil Kumble, when he does it, he bowls in a different way. Anyway, we'll discuss when we get to Punjab Kings. But this is the 11. I think you probably would be you probably would be at on par with this, right? I mean, this is the best 11, I guess.
No. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, see, the problem with the Mumbai Indians is the team selects itself. You and I don't have to.
Yeah.
They generally, that's the problem.
Yeah. So basically, I think the team selection is based on somebody who's saying, "Yeah, today I don't want to play, man. I think I'm going to sit at home and watch TV." Then somebody else comes in. Oh, okay, come, you come.
Perhaps one of the games they'll play in Jimmy Neesham.
Yeah, Jimmy Neesham.
Jimmy Neesham, I mean, he's an all-rounder, but he's never had a great IPL. He's been on and off. But of course, I must say he has a terrific Twitter account.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Jimmy Neesham as a cricketer has probably done less than as he has with his Twitter account. So for that reason, we will say he should play.
Exactly.
So good. I think that sums it up. So Mumbai Indians.
One thing, I mean, I wanted CSK to expand for a certain other reason. I want Mumbai Indians, once they kind of seal their places, which I expect them to do pretty early into the series, I would want them to also experiment.
That's what I said. I mean, I would love to see guys like Anukul Roy play.
Even Arjun Tendulkar.
Arjun Tendulkar also played. Maybe a match here, a match there. I think it will be worthwhile, because otherwise, why are you taking them? So Anukul Roy, see, last time it's very interesting because every time Anukul Roy hit the field, he was almost like a lucky charm. He used to sort of pluck off these crazy catches, right? So, so I think he needs to get a chance.
That's why I said
I'm not seeing him bat or bowl.
Only one question, Raj. And I mean, for a team like Mumbai Indians, it's a stretch, but I'll still ask you this lack of home advantage, because Wankhede was their fourth. Moving to other places, would it hamper their chances anyway?
If it did, they wouldn't have won last year, Bala.
Yeah,
I'll put
it's
it
a
that
cliche
way.
question. I know.
Yeah, I feel that I feel Mumbai is beyond that. I feel this Mumbai team is beyond matchups on one hand and beyond grounds. I think that is why they are winning. This is my personal view. Because
fair enough.
this entire matchup thing and all, where you say, okay, I will have this bowler for that batsman. No, I don't think that works, because in cricket, it's about great bowling and great batting. That's all. It's not that,
And
I mean, you see,
Mumbai has that in plenty.
because see, if you are thinking that you have a bowler who will face that batsman, what stops the batsman from not coming down at that time and sending somebody else? I mean, the other team is also smart, right? It's not as if only one team has that strategy. The other team also has a counter strategy to it. I mean, if you think of it that way, I don't think it makes sense. And see, we just concluded an Indian series where I think Kohli and gang, they proved that winning the toss and batting and or the ground and all, it didn't matter. You just need to do the right things, and then you're there. That is the way I see it now. So we'll hold on to that thought and see where it goes. And we'll have fun stuff to talk about, because now that everybody knows that this is what we are thinking, so we'll have a lot to banter about. I think that's
And
the good part.
they are certain to make the playoffs, just for the record.
Yeah. Yeah, if they don't, then I'll stop wearing blue. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'll stop
Okay.
wearing black.
Yeah. Okay, Bala, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon with the other teams. We'll cover all the
My
8 teams,
pleasure,
and then
Raj.
take care. Bye bye, and stay safe. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.